Welcome to another video. My name is Adam. Today we're going to be talking about Ankr. I haven't talked about Ankr coin, which is an altcoin based on the Ethereum network, in a while. It's been a couple months. Back when I was advertising Ankr, it was at around 8 cents. Now it's at around 11. But if you held through to the peak, you would have more than doubled your money as it reached over 20 cents, and now it's back down to 11 cents. So let's talk about Ankr, what it does, and why you should consider buying this altcoin. So welcome back to another video. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and check out some links down below in the description that are totally free, for example, to my Discord. And I've been in Ankr coin again, and I'm considering buying the dip on Ankr coin. And first you need to ask yourself, what is Ankr coin? Well, it's a multi-chain foundation for the crypto economy. And what the heck does that mean? Basically, Ankr originates as a solution that utilizes shared resources in order to provide easy and affordable blockchain node hosting solutions. And we'll talk about that more a little bit in depth. And during its time on the market, it has built a marketplace for container-based cloud services through the usage of shared resources. So you think of something like Amazon's AWS, that's Amazon's huge and profitable cloud service, and you move that into more a decentralized sphere. So it's basically a decentralized way to host cloud solutions through the Ethereum network. And what you can do is it combines node infrastructure on different decentralized platforms, and you can also stake money there, and you can earn a lot of money by staking. And basically what staking is a process of actively participating in transaction validation on a proof of stake blockchain, which is what Ethereum is. On these blockchains, anyone with a minimum required balance of a specific cryptocurrency can validate transactions and earn staking rewards. So it's basically like validating transactions. I think part of it has to do with what are known as like gas fees, which happens when money is transferred from one Ethereum owner or whatever owner, Bitcoin owner, to another. So staking works is when a minimum balance is met, a node deposits that amount of cryptocurrency into the network as a stake, similar to a security deposit. The size of that stake is directly proportional to the chances of that node being chosen to forge the next block. If the node successfully creates a block, the validator receives a reward similar to how a miner is rewarded in a proof of work chain, which is, I think proof of work is something like Bitcoin, for example. Validators lose part of their stake if they double sign or attempt to attack the network. So that's basically what staking is. So basically validating transactions on the blockchain in a proof of stake network like Ankr, which is based off of the Ethereum network. So some quick facts again about Ankr. As we can see, I mean, just the past day, it's down by by 14% to be exact. Was trading at 13 cents. Now it's back down to 11. We can see market cap right now just under $1 billion. 82% of the total supply of Ankr is already circulating. There are 10 billion I think that's 10 billion coins out there in total that are like with the fully diluted market cap, basically. Market rank 98 out of all the cryptocurrencies out there. So yeah, that's Ankr in a nutshell. And I already told you what it does. What I'm most interested in is, well, what are the upcoming operations for Ankr? And we can look to their Twitter feed for that, as well as, well, if you look at their chart right here, I started talking about Ankr back when it was sort of dipping. It was around like 8 and then 7 cents. It actually went all the way back down to 4 cents. And that's why I was like, okay, you should start accumulating when it was at 8 cents and start gaining more and more into your position when it reached all the way to 4 cents. And then you could have had a nice ride all the way to the top where it reached 17 cents. You could have sold then, or again, when it reached above 20 cents. And the highest we've seen it, Ankr going, was 21 cents all the way back in, I believe that was March. So if we zoom in a little bit more on the price here, it reached 21 cents at its peak. And then since then, it's been sort of on a downtrend. So I wouldn't necessarily buy this decrease in the trend. These green lines below and above here are Bollinger Bands, and that's 2 standard deviations above and below the 21-day moving average. And what I like to see is I generally like to buy on the red candle when it's below or touching the lower Bollinger Band. If you want to be safe, you can buy it when the price goes fully below the lower Bollinger Band. So if you could have bought it when it reached the lowest point on the day was at like below 9 cents. So you could have bought it here. And if you bought it there, you would have already made a couple, like 20% on your money. But basically what you want to do is potentially wait, because you don't want to buy a falling rock. As we can see here, if you bought, on this first red candle at 16 cents, you would have lost a lot of money and you still would have been down in the red. So what I would do if you're a patient investor is watch this chart, watch for the signal to kind of reverse. So you can see here, let's just take, again, we've seen 1 and 2 red days here. You could have kind of waited for some consolidation. And here, even I wouldn't have bought in, but we can see that the volatility kind of decreased because the Bollinger Band basically shortened in the width. And you could have bought at this red candle right here, although I probably wouldn't have, and rode it all the way up to 21 cents because it kind of touched the lower Bollinger Band. I guess a better example would be right here, where there were a couple of red days in a row, and it went right here. It went from like 8 cents all the way to 7.2 cents here. And then you could have held it right here because there was a little bit of a trend reversal from red to green, even looking at the histograms plots right here. So what I would do right now if you're an Ankr holder is, of course, I would just wait and buy the dip. Right now it's at 11 cents, so not necessarily an attractive price to me. I like to get in Ankr when it's below 10 cents. And I mean, you can go on many networks to see why Ankr is a good service and why you should buy them. And I mean, unless you're a swing trader, I tend to be a swing trader when it comes to cryptocurrencies, just because the technicals, I think, are way more important, because there's not necessarily anything you can do about the fundamentals at this point, especially not with, Ethereum, Bitcoin, all that being such a new network and being so popular so fast. So, but basically the 3 benefits of Ankr is changing the game. They're talking about their cloud usage. So wastage is a big deal in every sector, and Ankr helps minimize this issue to a great extent because there are different people basically creating utility for end users via staking. Ankr provides a decentralized service, so decentralization is kind of like a buzzword right now, and especially when you go into the cloud, decentralized finance options, and it's bringing staking it to a new level. So, I mean, I think and it adds real world value. Of course, it's up to you whether or not to invest in Ankr. Don't just listen to me. But I think that even if you hold now, even though cryptocurrency is a very risky investment, this is not just, some sort of meme coin like Dogecoin or Shiba Inu coin, right? This has real world utility. And I like that Ankr sort of has that going for it. And on top of that, they just announced 100,000 followers. I think this was 1 or 2 months ago, and they're already at 147,000 followers. And generally, the more followers, the more hype, and the more people buy in. So, that's not to say that we need to rely on hype for Ankr coin to grow, but it's good that their network is growing and that more people like them. And you can just look at this, they've been tweeting like crazy about all the updates, and I think that Ankr in the long run has a long and bright future for it to run past even potentially to $1. So I'd say we'll see, especially as Ethereum and cryptocurrencies become more popular, and I think Ethereum will even overtake Bitcoin. I'm not sure, maybe a couple of years into the future, or maybe this next year in 2022. But I think that Ethereum, especially as Ethereum becomes more popular, so will Ankr. You're talking about decentralized computing. Ankr will also become more popular, and as long as they're doing a good job, I think that I'll just take advantage of the dips and keep on buying Ankr coin. Let me know what you think. I'd appreciate a thumbs up. Feel free to join the Discord. Love you all. Take care. Have a fantastic day. And until next time, I'll see you.